Hey, so today I'm going to be talking about this will be Van Halen's eighth studio album called uh, OU812. Um, so this will be the eighth studio album of Van Halen. So this would be released on, this is released on May 24th of 1988. It is the band's second album to future vocalist Sammy Hagar. Um, so so Sammy Hagar joined the band around, like I said, around I think it was like 80. I'm trying to think, when did he join the band? 80. I think it was like 85 around that time. If I'm not mistaken, I think he might have joined the band around 85. Um, yeah, 85. He joined the band in 85. So Sammy Hagar would, in the 70s, early 70s, Sammy Hagar would be in a hard rock band in the early 1970s called Montrose, which he was in the band for two albums from 1973 to 74. I think he left the band. I don't know if he left the band or got fired from. I'm not sure. And then he would start his solo career. Sammy Hagar would start his solo career in 1976. He would release a lot of albums in definitely the 80s as well. Like I said, this is his second album with Van Halen as a lead vocalist. So this was released on May 24th of 1988. So the style of this album here is like hard rock, glam metal. So Sammy Hagar is on lead vocals, rhythm guitar. Eddie Van Halen on lead guitar, keyboards, backing vocals. Michael Anthony on bass and bass guitar and backing vocals, and Alex Van Halen on drums and percussion. Then it was a great album. Um, definitely a great album. So it starts off with Mine, All Mine. After that is When It's Love. AFU Naturally Wired. After that is a 7-minute and 4-second song, Cobble Wobble. After that is Source of Infection, Feels So Good. After that is Finish What You Started. After that is Black and Blue. And the very last song is a 5-minute and 52-second song, Sucker in a 3-piece. So on this album, I think when it's love became I believe a big hit off this album as well. And Finish What You Started was another big hit that came. So those two songs became, I think, were like a big hit off this album here. Great. I found it was a great album. Oh, and I forgot. Also, on this album here includes Apollo. I don't know how to pronounce this. I forgot this one here, which they covered. Little Fate cover. Apollo. I don't know how to pronounce that. APOLITICAL Blues. Which actually was, I don't know if anybody heard of this band, Little Fate, which is kind of like a rock rock, blues, somewhat blues, southern, kind of like southern rock, like similar to, you could say, like Leonard Skinner, like bands like that. So yeah, they covered that song as well. But I think off this album, "When It's Love," I believe that became a big hit off this album. "Finish What You Started" was another big hit that came off this album as well. Let me show you the inside here. I said this was his second album with them, Sammy Hagar. So let me show you the inside here. If there's any pictures of it. But yeah, so yeah, I found it was a great album. Like I said, this here was a little different. Like I said, it had that kind of glam metal. Obviously, it was a little different from any other Van Halen albums that would come out, like, say, from like 78 to 84, since, you know, they had a new lead singer. I found it was I found it was a great album. Definitely, like I say, if you're into that hard rock, definitely, this is one album definitely to check out. Definitely, for sure. So it says here, this album here, hit number one. Oh wow, I did not know that. Hit number one on the Billboard 200 chart, the second of the 4 consecutive number one studio albums for the band. Wow. It says spurred by 4 Billboard Hot 100 top 40 singles, which includes Black and Blue, which was at number 34. Finish What You Started at number 13. Let me see. When It's Love, number 5. And Feels So Good at number 35. The album eventually sold over 4 million copies. Wow. Interesting. Man, band was still doing good. Amazing. I did not know that. That's crazy. But yeah, great. I found it was a great album. I found it, like I said, different from any other Van Halen album that came out, say, from 78 to 84. Since they had, you know, David Lee Roth on lead vocals. Like I said, and they still like had a new lead singer, and definitely this album also did amazing. Like I said, great album. So he would be with the band. Sammy Hagar would be with like Van Halen from, what did I say it was, 85 through 1996. Oh, and it said also from 2000 to 2005. Wow. But yeah, this here, I did not know that this album, like, I'm like, wow. That was amazing. Like I said, sold over 4 million copies. Wow. Like, great album. Definitely, like, for anybody that is a Van Halen fan, definitely this is one to check out. And like, some people that are Van Halen fans might say that they like David Lee Roth era better than Sammy Hagar era of Van Halen. Me myself, I would have to say that's a tough one, because both are amazing, you know, talented singers. So it's hard for me to choose which one I would have to say is better. Definitely, I say, me myself, it's a hard one to choose between which singer is better, but definitely both amazing, talented singers. But yeah, going back to this album here, I found it was a great, great album. I'll go through the songs again. Then I'm gonna finish it off. So it starts off with "Mine, All Mine," "When It's Love," AFU, "Naturally Wired," the 7 minute and 4 second song "Cobble Wobble," "Source of Infection," "Feels So Good," "Finish What You Started," "Black and Blue," "Sucker in a Three Piece," and the very last song is a political blues, which, like I said, was a Little Fake cover. So all the songs except for that one were all Van Halen songs, except for one song they covered. But what a great album! Me myself, I really enjoyed this album here. Here's the back of it, all the songs. But yeah, great album. For me, I have to say, out of this album here, all the songs on the album, I would say my favorite songs on this album is probably "Finish What You Started." I would have to say that song there. Love that song. Great song. As well as "When It's Love." I would say probably maybe those two songs would have to be my favorite songs off this album here. But what a great, great, great album. Definitely anybody that is a fan of Van Halen, you'll probably have this album here. I'm not sure. But here's the back of it. There's all the songs. But yeah, what a great album. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think, and thank you for every single one of you support my channel. Like I say so many times, when I do these reviews, greatly appreciated for that. So thank you very much for that one. So I'm not sure. Hopefully, I got a couple more to do. So this is my last Van Halen one. I think I got three more. I think. But yeah, thank you very much for support me. Greatly appreciate for that one. So let me know what you think down in the comments, and thank you so much for every single one of you watching my videos. Greatly appreciate for that. So thank you very much, and have a good day, and bye.